Welcome. It is so good to be here with you. And I want to start this off by saying, let's make this the best year yet by believing in ourselves. And I want to start off with a couple of quotes. And the first one is by Louise Hay. And what she says is, the point of power is always in the present moment. The point of power is always in the present moment. And Ernest Holmes goes on to say, believe in the invisible partner in our lives. Believe in the invisible partner in our lives. Last week, Reverend Cliff spoke about infinite possibilities and tuning into this part of focusing on being and how we express ourselves in joy and love and laughter rather than looking for things or going to get something, whether that's our health, our wealth, instead being who we are already. I'm going to take 3 points that were from Raymond Hollowell's book, Working with the Law. And these 3 points speak to this part of really truly believing in ourselves from within. And the first one is interest. So we take a interest in deepening into this place of believing in ourselves. Number 2 will be about attention. We give our attention to God within. And number 3 is that this expectation. We expect our good, expecting that this confidence wells up from within, believing in ourselves, that God is already expressing in, through, and as us, and just opening to that it's a natural. And that's how we lead to this full flourishing life for the best year yet in 2019. So let's get started. So interest. I know that for myself, and I'm sure for many of you, there's a common belief that you do what you love and you just lose track of time. You're just immersed in the moment of now. There's another way to get to this moment of now. Louise Hay, back to that quote, says, the point of power is always in the present moment. So if the point of power is in this present moment, we're never stuck. We change our mind, that happens in this moment. So it doesn't matter whether we've had illness or we've had a destructive pattern, some sort of habit we've had, or lack of finances, or any forms where we beat ourselves up, or poor relationships. We can shift right here today in this moment. So Louise Hay is an excellent expert on this and what she did. And many of you probably already know You Can Heal Yourself in her book. And she utilized science mind tools to change an outward condition of a diagnosis of cancer. And Louise she went on to assist many others in shifting these limiting beliefs, but she talked again about starting from within, who we are, who we've come here to be. And she discovered through these teachings, through the science mind that were founded by Ernest Holmes, that when she speaks of her story, she came from this childhood life of poverty, of sexual abuse. And from this beginning for Louise Hay, she embodied this belief of feeling unworthy and undeserving. And how many of us have a story of this similar thread where we're not enough, or we haven't got enough, and it's a common thought process that's out there that's dominated existence for centuries. But we can change that right here in this moment, and that's what I want to speak to. Like Louise, we have this great example of Louise, and there's many other examples, but we can shift through this science mind teaching by learning to believe in ourselves from the inside, by allowing it automatically, the abundant flow of life starts to be a part of our life as we believe more and take interest in believing in ourselves from the inside. This place of, you're already worthy. So let's claim it. Let's claim it right now in this moment. So I'm going to claim it for you. I am worthy. You are God made manifest in the flesh. You are worthy. You are loved. You are a divine expression already. So let this be that you start today. That you start today from this place of truly expressing as this worthy child of God, feeling the love of God, the presence of God. So step one, gain interest in embodying and believing in yourself as a unique expression of God. Step two requires your attention. And what do I mean by that? In order to see an outward manifestation, we must maintain a level of faith and trust in ourselves, in our own abilities, knowing that we are guided by this God within each of us. So we place that attention. We put God at the helm. We surrender to this power, knowing we don't have to be these control freaks. God's at the helm. We can let go and give our attention to this being who we've come here to be. That there are infinite possibilities. It already exists. We have to open and listen. Listen to God within us. How can we do this? Well, we know that by emptying our mind and allowing God space to speak to us, that's a really good start. And I notice that by taking regular 3-minute breaks throughout the day where I just empty, just totally empty all my thoughts. So let's just try it for a few seconds. So close your eyes, just empty. If a thought comes, just let it drift right on by. Just empty, empty. If it's important, you'll remember, just empty. Give God a chance to be present for you. Empty. And then just slowly open your eyes. So know that by doing this throughout the day, where it's 3 minutes, you're giving this opening where this inner knowing will percolate, this belief in yourself, this confidence from within. That will express, and you automatically will become magnetic to your good because you're creating this deepening with God within. So it automatically, by that beingness in the moment, being in the moment, the outward comes to you. There's nothing to do. That's the most beautiful part. God is your silent partner, as Ernest Holmes says. Trust in that partner. So again, as Ernest Holmes says, believe in the invisible partner in your lives. Give God your attention today. Listen. Know that you are worthy and be who you have come here to be, this divine expression of the infinite. Stop trying to be healthy or wealthy or wise. Just rise up into who you already are in this moment and watch how the demonstrations just automatically happen once you give your attention to God. So number two, attention. Give your attention to God within in the stillness, in the quiet. Number three is this expectation. It's a final step where we embody and deepen in this belief in ourselves, in our abilities, knowing that as we go to this place and we believe, we create a level of expectation because we are this expression. So it's an automatic ripple. And what are you expecting? You're expecting God to answer within you, to direct you, to guide you, to, oh, what are the next steps for me, God? Oh, here they are. All we got to do is be open to that being and then expect from that place of knowing who we already are. You know, this might be that you're guided towards certain foods or exercises that feed your senses, not just your physical body, but your senses, your sense perception organs. It might be moving you toward a job that could just express you into your highest and fullest expression. It might be an investment where, because you're guided to this investment, you deepen your trust and your faith within yourself. It might be that you're guided to sit for a cup of tea in a beautiful place and just take in the beauty of who you are and what you're already being mirrored and reflected out into your world. Come from this place of being. This is the emanation of the divine. It's where we can feel the greatness and know that God is already guiding us. That's where I believe we can feel, truly live from this place of confidence and trust and inner knowing that God is guiding us and expecting. God's there for us. God supports us. So remember, you are the only person who thinks in your mind. You are the power and authority in your world. Let me say that again. That's by Louise Hayes. You are the only person who thinks in your mind. You are the power and authority in your world. So, number 3, expect God within you to support and guide you. So, those 3 steps to how to have this best year yet by believing in yourself. Number 1 was take interest. Take interest in your inner being as this unique expression of God. Number 2 is pay attention daily. So, pay attention to God within all throughout the day. And number 3, this expect. Expect God is right there as your silent partner. Just be who you came here to be. Believe in you. So I want to close with this short and sweet mantra. So just settle back and allow yourself to just embody this. I believe. I believe in me. I am worthy. I am capable. I am loved. I believe. I believe in me. Thank you. May this be your best year yet in 2019. Thank you for joining us at Yana.